Hey everybody, welcome to Luise's Art Room. Tonight we're going to be working some more on our Dephemerember journal. Y'all come in and say hi, let me know you're here. I'm going to put you guys up so I can see the chat. This is live at this time. It might be a replay if you're watching it later. Let's see if I can get these devices to work. I'm going to pull you guys up so I can see you guys talk to me. And then we'll talk a little bit about Dephemerember. It's almost over. All right, there we go. I think I got them both. Well, hopefully they'll cooperate and stay up. You never know. All right, so Dephemerember is a play on the words December and ephemera, and it is a little collaboration that Barbara with 49 Dragonflies and Luise Heinzl get together and do. They've done this for like 3 years now. They do it during December, and you just have fun creating ephemera. So that's kind of the goal, just to inspire and have fun. Got the little mascot this year, Ephy. Ephy is short for ephemera. So you might see him popping in. I forgot him last time. I left him over in the corner sleeping and didn't even pull him out. So he didn't make an appearance during the last live. Hey Don, how you doing? All right, so tonight, I don't know what I'm going to do. It's a free night. They had some prompts that had, things on them, and then they had some prompts that didn't. So if you look at the list, there are quite a few blank days on there, and then it technically ends on the 28th. But they're also going to do something on the 31st, some sort of a project that Ephy has done, and he's supposed to surprise us and let us know on the 31st. I don't know what that is. And I still have a lot of blank pages in this journal, so I figured I'd just go ahead and do something today. And throw it in here. Might as well. Seeing as how I already have the journal. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull the camera up top. We'll get started on this and have some fun. All right, 1 second. All right, let me double check my volume. I think we're good. I think lighting is okay. So, those of you who are on my page regularly, and you probably saw that post today, man, I couldn't believe I got that deal on that storage unit. That was a good deal. I'll show you for those who don't know and are new. I don't know how long that sale is for. It could have just been today. I really don't know. I just happened to be there. So, Michael's had this on sale, and this part doesn't come with it. I just stuck those in there because I pulled some of the containers out. But it comes with, all these containers. So it's got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 16 containers that you can fill with things. And y'all know I already have one, and I use that for my inks because it fits the Tim Holtz inks very well. I put 2 in each. Here, I'll show you. So my other one I use for inks, and I can keep the little daubers and pads, and then 2 inks in each one. It keeps me somewhat organized. And this one I thought I might use for my dies. I just got a die cutting machine for Christmas, so I'm going to have little dies, that it's just the Allen wrench. But I thought maybe I'd use it for that. But the thing is, these are the dies I was talking about the other day that I said I cut out a whole bunch of letters. Look at them all. I just sat and cut out letters. Where did I put that lid? Oh, there it is. It's invisible. But I'm just throwing these in here too because, like I said, I pulled out a couple of these because I wanted them for just for my table. And that's the nice thing. You can get refills for these if any break or anything like that at Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby sells them for $2 each. Okay, so this at Michael's is normally $41.99, which is insane. It's a lot. And they had it for 70% off today, which makes it $12.60. And then I had a $10 rewards saved up. You know how you get rewards for purchases. I had a $10 one, so I used that. So it cost me $2.60. So even if I bought these individually at Hobby Lobby, that would still be even more than that. So it was a really good deal. So I was very happy. One of those. Because I ain't paying $42 for it. That's insane. I'm not going to do it. But I will pay. Even the $12.60 is a good price for that, honestly. The $12.60 is a very good price for it. So if you can find it for 70% off, you should grab it one. Hey, Angela. Hey, Nancy. All right, so we've got our journal here. And we did a little a flip through last week, so I'm not going to really flip through it again, per se. You can always just double check those videos. If I do it every time, it takes up a lot of time. All right, so we are on this page, and like I said, I still have all these pages left because I just guessed at how much I would need. Okay, and so I still have all these pages, and there's only one prompt left, the door prompt, which I don't know what it's going to entail. They haven't told us yet. We'll find that out on the 31st, and then we'll do whatever that is. So, you know, even if I only have, you know, 1 or 2 pages left, that's plenty. So I'm going to go ahead and use a page or 2 tonight and just kind of fill it in. Probably just these coffee dyed pages. So that's so. Ephy's here. He can help us. So here's the thought. I was watching Seven Plaza the other day on YouTube, and I watch her pretty regularly. She's a junk journaler, and she does a lot of things. She's really fun to watch and is very talented. But she was doing a calendar for her dad, and she was just using regular cardstock. But I was thinking, that's a thought. What I often go to Dollar Tree and buy my calendars because they're inexpensive, and you know, you can just get one pretty cheap and hang it over your desk. And I usually will buy a couple. And I did buy one this year. I bought 2. I bought this one, and then one with like oceans and stuff on it that I gave to Dave. It's on his desk. I don't think he's seen it yet. But I also bought myself a nice one this year, which I never do. But I did buy one. They had a Terry Redlin, which is an artist, and his art is beautiful nature art. I don't know if you've ever seen it. But they had a Terry Redlin one, and I bought one of those for myself. It's really pretty. So that's on my wall right now. But I had this that I'd grabbed a while back. And sometimes when I get these calendars, sometimes this is last year's, but sometimes the pictures may or may not be great, you know. Sometimes they're okay, and this one wasn't too bad. It had some beach scenes, but this is a picture I'm like, it's okay, but it's not great. So I was thinking, what if you get they don't have any calendars left, and you have to pick whatever's left, and it's not really a calendar you like. What can you do with it? And I was thinking, well, you know, she was showing how you could masterboard a page and make a calendar. And I was like, that's a brilliant idea. I could totally masterboard a page in the calendar. Now, this calendar is actually pretty cute, so I probably won't do a lot in it. But that said, it has this one that I'm not crazy about. So if there's some pictures that you don't particularly like or whatever, you can masterboard them. So I did one in here. So I did January. Okay. And that's what it looks like. And most of you know what Masterboard collage is. And then I was thinking what you could do is you could just do it on the days you don't, on the months you don't necessarily like the picture of. Or you can do it on an older calendar and just reuse it. You know, reuse the paper. You know, you're kind of just repurposing it and using it as just something to glue on. I wouldn't go through and do the whole thing at once. It's a lot of work. I'm not gonna lie, it's a lot of work. Plus, there is the issue of it showing through, because these are very thin, a little bit. What happens is, because you're putting a white background on there, on the other side, any letters that were there will show through on the other side. So as long as you're doing the month that you're on, it's not going to matter if it shows through on this side because you'll be here. Okay? So this is what will be showing on your wall. And this one won't be done. Although you can totally see through all of these because they are very thin. But, so that was my thought, is that you could just totally do that. You could just tear it out and then use it to make tags afterwards. So that it's a great way to repurpose it and get some use out of it, and you have some Masterboard paper, which is always, you know, good to have. If you don't want it to show through, you just have to have it dark on the side that is being glued against. So let me see if I have some papers here. So if I put, for instance, if I put white paper under there, I don't know if you can see. Can you see how it shows through the letters? Okay. But if I put dark paper under there, let me grab a piece with, I have a black piece right here. Either black or brown. I have a brown, it might work. If what I'm gluing on there is darker, it starts to go away. And the darker it is, depending on the colors that are there, the more it will go away. And you won't be able to see anything through it. So that's one way to get rid of it, but you can't really paint it. I tried that. It just warps. It's not a pretty thing. It doesn't look good. I wouldn't suggest painting it with some gesso, which is what I did. I would suggest maybe just, you could just ink the back of your paper before you cut it out or something. But that tends to be a lot of work. So honestly, I just probably wouldn't worry about it, and I'd just do one page at a time. But if you were going to try to do more, the darker it is, it won't show through. So whatever the back of your paper is will affect how much it shows through on this page. So if you wanted to do more than one page, you do need to kind of keep that in mind. It might show through. All right. Don't use Mod Podge. Mod Podge wrinkles like crazy because it's too wet. You need to do it with a glue stick or something, some sort of a drier ink. I'm not sure about Fabri-Tac. It might work. I haven't tried it. Glue stick's best. Use some sort of a permanent glue stick and you'll be fine. Mod Podge is just, it's too wet. I'll show you the one I did with Mod Podge. This is with Mod Podge. It wrinkled like crazy. So it wrinkled a whole lot. And you get those little shiny spots with the Mod Podge. And this was the matte Mod Podge. But matte medium would probably be the same way. You'd still get the wrinkling, and you know, those are the collage things I use. Even collage medium, if you have a Tim Holtz collage medium, same thing. I think it's too wet. So your best bet is probably to use a glue stick. So this is the first time of me trying this, and it did work well. So I like this. I think it turned out pretty. I will tear that out and use it probably tonight because I don't absolutely have to have it. There is a picture there already, and I'll just use that for my January picture because I wanted to try one and have it dry and ready. And this was the only calendar I had at the time that I could destroy, so possibly destroy. So I'm going to show you just a little bit on another one. Actually, I might do one. I thought about doing my little one because I don't want to sit here and do a masterboard all day. Uh-oh, did I freeze, guys? Hold on. Am I still here? I'm still here. Okay. My Kindle's frozen. That's fine. All right. I do have this little bitty one, which I thought I could just use for the sample. I do like most of these pictures, but because I get these and then I reuse them in the junk journals. I'm not crazy about the Grand Canyon one. And cactus. I'll just pick one that I'm not super crazy about. Some of these are really pretty. Yeah. I'd say the Grand Canyon one is my least favorite, so I'll do that one. I don't know why. I mean, the Grand Canyon is beautiful, but it's just, it's rocks. I don't really care. It's just a bunch of rocks. They say when people want to see the Grand Canyon, they're like in awe for like a few minutes, and then they're kind of like, okay, I've seen it. I've never seen it. I've never been there in person to see it. Isn't that funny? So we're just going to use glue stick. And then, so the first thing you need to do when you're going to do collaging is your prep work. And your prep work, I'm not going to lie, it's a little tedious. I use my scraps. So, and ideally that's what you want to do, is use your scraps. Don't use new paper. Use your scraps. So here's what I do. These are all my Christmas ones, which aren't in a bag. Okay. And then what I do is I grab my scraps and then these are color coordinated. They're not like exact, but they're in the same tonal families. Okay, so I have piles that are color coordinated. These are kind of grays, these are kind of dark browns, greens, blues, peaches and pinks, and then kind of neutral. Okay, so it just helps when you're doing the collage to have them coordinated a little bit. So what you want to do is just grab your scraps, and I have a scrap bin, but this isn't my scrap bin, but I know it's got scraps in it. So just go through your scraps and find some stuff. It can even be wrapping paper from Christmas. That works too. Or it can be washi tape. You can use washi tape. So you have some washi tape that you're just not using. And you're like, what am I going to do with this? This is just a painted grid sheet. But I'm sure I have some scraps in here. So usually I'll just grab some scraps, whatever size they might be. Now, I'm showing you this because I do have a method to the madness. I think these are all going to be Christmassy. It's not much in this one. This is what I've been using for this project. Yeah, these are all pretty Christmassy. Yeah. It's actually a full piece pretty much. But so I am going to grab that one because I want to talk about that. Okay, so you grab your scraps. You make a big pile of your scraps. And I'm only telling you this because some of you may have never done a collage and have no clue how to do a Masterboard collage. All right, so here's what I do. No, it may not be the way you do it. I don't know. So this is what I call my tag pile. Okay, and sometimes I'll have pieces that are a little bit bigger, and I don't want to just cut them up into little pieces because I still might get some use out of those. So what I do is I look at the piece and I decide, is that big enough to make a tag with? In this case, this is totally big enough to make a tag with. In my mind, anything that's 3 to 5 inches, say 3 by 5, 3 by 5.5, 3.5 by 5.5, that's tag material. So if it's big enough still to make a tag, then I won't use it in my collage yet. So I will take this and measure off. We'll say, I can't do this upside down. Oh, I can't do this upside down. What is wrong? Oh, that's right. I hate the way the measurements are on this. So I'll measure off, say 3.5. This piece will go into my tag pile because I can use these for backgrounds and other things on tags. Okay, so that's what I do with that. And then this piece would be for making collage fodder. And I usually just cut a few different sizes. So I might turn it that way for one, turn it this way for another one, make a narrow strip and a larger strip. Okay, just something manageable. So that would be my collage fodder. And then that's just what I do. Okay, because I find, you know, I don't want to waste it. And if I have a piece that's still big enough for a tag, I'm not going to cut it down for this. You know, unless I'm really, really desperate, that's just not what I'm going to do. So you can cut them any size you want. You can do squares, you can do rectangles, you can do big ones, you can do little ones. It doesn't really matter. It's kind of up to what you want. This has some holes in it, but I don't care. So this is going to fold. And for the most part, I try to use this to cut with, but if I get to pieces that I just can't do on this, then I'll use a ruler. You can also tear it. I do both. I think I prefer it cut, but I've also done it torn. If I had a piece like this that was already torn, then I would probably just use this one torn, and it would be a torn piece. Now, whether or not I would keep that separate from my others, I don't know. This is plenty big enough for a tag, so I'm going to grab off about, we'll say 5.5 inches of this. And I'm going to add that to my tag pile. Actually, I could cut off some of it. I prefer it to be the other direction, but that's kind of short. Let me see, how short is that? 4.5. I might could get away with a tag that's 4.5. We'll do a 3 by 4.5 and keep that piece. Yeah, longer would have been a little bit better, but I'm going to do one that's this direction too. So I try not to waste, you know, too much because, you know, paper is expensive. So this is step one. Oops, I totally missed that whole piece there. Step one, actually cut all the way through your paper. All right, so there's our pile. There's our tag pile. And these I just keep because I'll use them for something. All right, so get all of your little pieces, and then you can decide what color you want your masterboard to be, okay? Let's say we're going to do a pink one on this one. I think I have enough pinks. There's shades of pink. They're not real pink, but they're kind of pink. So any of these that would go in this, I would change these over. We're going to call these neutral, I think. These are just some bags that I got from packaging, from things I've purchased here and there. And I just threw them in here because, you know, pretty easy. I do try to keep a few neutrals when I'm doing any color because the neutrals you can just mix in and then you're fine. We'll put that in the green. We'll put that in the green. Some of them you'll have to just decide where they go. Maybe 2. We'll keep 2. All right. So today we're going to play with these pinks, I think. And where's my gray one? I'm going to put this in my gray one. Put these trees in the gray. And this can go in the green. But that's how I do it. Yeah, I know I'm organized. I can't help it. I have to be organized, at least some. I try. It just makes my life easier. So that's how I do it. And then if I'm going to do one with a whole bunch of different colors, maybe 2 or 3 tones, I make piles around my surface so that I can pull from those piles. So then I have my surface. We're just going to pretend like this is the large calendar because, like I said, I just don't want to deal with that right now. Get yourself something for glue in case you go outside the area. You could use a silicone pad too. Do I have one? Yeah, I'm not going to use it because I'll cut it. And then just have yourself some scissors handy because, you know, there's going to be a time where the piece just doesn't quite fit and you're going to need to trim it or whatever. Okay. So we got all of our little pink shades and you just kind of want to spread them out a little bit so that you can see what you have a little bit. So we'll pull all these up here and just kind of have those there. These are made for the bigger ones, so I will have to cut them down a little bit just because I don't want it too big. And then you just start gluing, okay? It's as simple as that. So grab yourself a glue stick and ideally a glue board. It can be the same one you're laying your calendar on or not. It's up to you. So get your glue stick. Make sure you get a decent amount of glue on there, and you can start at the bottom. Just don't get too close to your seam to where you won't be able to fold it over. You can go over the edge. That's fine. You can always trim that off. But here, just don't get too close because it has to fold down. Well, it may have to fold down. It may not have to fold down, but typically it will. Okay, and then you just look at it and you decide, you know, what piece you want next. And I just pull randomly and, you know, what looks good, you know, it doesn't really matter, honestly. It could look like anything and be fine. So if you don't want it to show through, remember, this has to be dark. So if you are real worried about that showing through after you get it on there, then, you know, go ahead and just, I don't know, you could color it with some ink, I guess. Like maybe Distress ink. It'll probably get on your glue because it's going to come off as soon as it gets activated with the water. But I personally just wouldn't worry about it. It's a calendar. I mean, if you're real worried about it, then just do it with a used calendar that you're just going to repurpose. Because chances are it's going to show through. Especially these little inexpensive Dollar Tree ones. So you just continue to go in whatever collage pattern you like, and you know, that's kind of up to you. I'm going to try to do this relatively fast so that we can get to making some ephemera. And I don't usually worry about where in the direction I go. The only thing you want to make sure is that you do get your edges glued down. If you feel like they're not gluing down, you can kind of lift them up and put some more glue on there. Sometimes they just don't. You miss a spot or whatever. Just a little more glue on there. There, now it's laying down. Okay, so that's kind of the basics of a collage. I think I'll take that one right there. Like I said, these pieces are very big because I had planned on using them for that other calendar. If I make them too big, then it doesn't really look collaged. Then it's just a bunch of large squares. I keep missing that one edge. Let's see, what do we got that I can put on that edge? Maybe this one. It's a little long, but I think I'll go with it anyway. If you're really good at it, you can get right on the edge and not have to worry about it being trimmed. So it doesn't have to be perfect, honestly. I already have that one. How about this color? That's a pretty color. Let's go with that. What was I going to talk about? So, like I said, technically Dephemerember is almost over. It's, like I said, the last prompt was the one they just did, which was Me and My Crush. I didn't do that one because I wasn't available for that day. But they are doing some sort of a surprise. I don't know what it is. I have no clue. And you can also put glue on your surface if you want. But some sort of a surprise with a door. That's all they told us so far, is a door. And supposedly Ephy wrote this letter and everything explaining it. So he's going to tell us on 31st what the deal is. Oh, that's pretty. Let's use that one. All right, I don't know why I had you for something. You go over there. So we will find out, and then they usually do it real early in the morning, like midnight the night before. So I'll find out early enough to hopefully plan for it. Okay, let's see. Maybe another one of these. No, I already had one, kind of. The nice thing about glue stick is when it dries, it's not sticky anymore. At least the one I have. I don't know if some of them are, but the one I have is definitely not sticky anymore once it dries. It also gives you a little bit of freedom to move it. Okay, maybe another one of these. Not too big though. I want to do I think I'll do a longer piece. So it'd be fun to see what it is. I have no idea. Oh my goodness. That big old chunk of glue there. Alright, I already have a lot of that. What else do I have in here? Oh, here we go. What's this? Strawberries or something. I think I'll go about there. But it's a great way to use up your scraps. If you're like me, your scraps can take over your crafting area. And if it starts getting that way, make yourself some masterboards, because it will definitely go through some scraps. I feel like I need another brown or something. What do I have? I guess that's really the only brownish peach color I have. I'll do this one here if I can pick it up. So, up there. And I think the Masterboard look is really pretty on the back of a tag or something. I can put this way. Now, if you're worried about gluing to your other page, there's something in between there. And I just go right over the hole and then I repunch it with a hole punch. Let's see. I feel like I've used that one too much. What else do I have? I have I just saw something. What was it? Flowers? Yeah, I'll use another one of these flowers maybe. I'll leave that one so you can see how to trim it. Not that y'all don't know, but I'll show you anyway. Let's see, I might do that. Debating if I want all the way over or if I want to do, I think I'll do that corner with something. So don't glue to anything. That's why I have that there, so I don't glue to my surface. If I glue to this, I'll peel it off. And let's see, something small. Maybe. I don't know. I feel like I'm pulling that too much. Maybe this one. Yeah, that works better. Let's do that one. I do think about it a little bit, just so it's not, yeah, I don't want 3 of the same color right next to each other, because then it's just not going to be pretty. Let's do it this way. And one more small piece. Just do that. And then if there's any parts that just look really weird, you can always throw another piece on top. Usually it's just fine. You know, like if you didn't really like all that, this seems much smaller pieces, if maybe that bugged you because it's a lot of bigger pieces, and then you could just throw, let's see, what's a good color? Maybe that whitish color. Here, we'll do this pink stripe. And just a little bit of it. Try to get it straight because it's got lines. We'll go right there. I'm not going to do too much of it. But you can go over. Oops, that's really crooked. Hold on. That'll bug me if there's a line and it's crooked. That will drive me nuts. Sometimes it gets so much glue on my board I can't pick it up. So let's say I'm just going to do it right there. Okay. So there you go, all collaged, ready to go. So you just do that until you like it. You can add washi, like I said. You could add stickers, anything you want, really. But I try to keep it somewhat simple and in a color pattern, some sort of a color scheme, because that way it's easier to use for your ephemera that you're going to be making with it, your tag or whatever you might be doing, because I didn't use any of these browns, because then it'll match better. You'll have an easier time with it. I'm trying to find that piece of plastic. There it is. So I'm just going to throw all this in here. I meant to use a couple pieces of brown, but honestly it doesn't need this. This had some kind of browner shades in it and some neutral shades in it. Had a lot of pinks that aren't necessarily super pink, more like corals. Just keep it in a manner that you can use it somewhere else. If you got 20 different colors on there, you might have a hard time figuring out what to put it with. All right, so there is that. Okay, and then if you go outside your edge, just let it dry, and then just take your scissors and you just use the calendar itself as a guide. Okay, and just trim it off. And you got your little hole there. Well, that's really crooked. I can't see my edge very well, but it's not a big deal, but it is pretty crooked. All right, a little bit better. So grab yourself a hole punch. It could be your crocodile. If you've done a whole bunch of these, use your crocodile because you can get through the thickness of it. And do it. I usually go on the back and find the actual hole and then put my hole punch right there. Okay, and then I've got a hole. And if you want, you can reinforce it, but honestly, this is pretty thick. It's probably better reinforced than what you had before. If you wanted to, you could reinforce it with a reinforcer of some sort. That's up to you. It's not necessary, really. So I'll probably just use it, you know, on whatever I end up using this for. And then, you know, when I'm done with the calendar, see, that didn't show through that bad. It's not terrible. When I'm done with the calendar, then I just can tear out this page and make tags out of it. Okay, so I'll keep that one for me. We're not going to tear that one apart, but we are going to tear apart, or cut apart, the one I did today. It's nice and dry. If I can find it again, because I sat it somewhere and now I can't find it. Oh, there it is. I buried it. Okay, so I'm thinking I'm going to use this one today because I really like the colors of it. Like I said, this one can still be used. It's not ideal because it is kind of wrinkly, but once you throw some stuff on top of it, it'll be fine. I may cut apart one piece of it just to kind of show you if we have time for 2 tags, which I'm hoping we do. So we're going to use this one. So whenever you're done with your calendar or whatever, or the month has gone by, you should be able to just cut it out. So just fold everything over to the other side and grab yourself a ruler. And don't get too close because you will definitely cut into your calendar. I've done it. I'm trying to find my utility knife. Now, honestly, I could probably just tear this out because it's not in there super good, but we're going to cut it and hopefully not cut my calendar. Okay, so we'll cut that out. Hopefully this is still together. If not, I could throw washi tape on it or something, but yeah, okay, I didn't cut it, so this is still usable as a calendar. Okay, and that's what I would do, is just do it page by page as I need to, on pages I don't like or whatever. Now I've got a pretty little Masterboard that is ready to be played with. And you can cut these out however you want. You can turn them upside down so that you don't know what you're getting, and it's a surprise. That's what a lot of people do. It's kind of up to you if you want to think about it more because it really bugs you, or maybe you have one spot. See, I have a spot with a bee on it. Maybe I really want that bee not to be chopped in half. You know, then I might try to cut it out from the front just to make sure that I didn't lose something important. But if you don't have anything like that, then just turn it over and do it blindly. So I may try to keep that little bee. Let's see, how many inches is that? 3. We could get away with a 3-inch tag. So it's a 2 wide from here, so I don't want to lose all of that. So I would probably just come over just to that side of the bee and try to keep the bee. It's up to you. But you use your grid so you get straight cuts. I don't know that you could cut this on your cutter. What do you call that? Rotary cutter? It's not really a rotary, is it? I don't know. But I'm going to try to keep that bee. Okay. And then this could be cut to whatever. So we'll see. How many inches is this? It is 11. So 5.5 is a good tag size. Then we're going to show. How about this one? I think 5.5, right? Should be 5.5. my grid. Make 2 tags out of this piece. About there. So there's 2 tag backgrounds. And I'll probably throw coffee paper or something on the back. That's what I typically like to do. But I did like that little bee there, so I'm going to keep that little bee. I'm just going to use my grid because it's much easier. I might do this one. Just stick with the 3. 3 is a good size. I don't know. I tend to like 3.5, but we'll do 3.5 on this one. I don't know that I want to go all the way down this time because I kind of want some of this writing the right way. So that's the right way. I'm really overthinking this, guys. You guys know how I am. I am a horrible overthinker. Alright, we're just going to do a medium long tag. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5. So about there. I don't want to go all the way down. Yes, I think I'm going to cut the other one the other direction. I don't know. I probably can't cut the other one the other direction, honestly. We'll probably just keep it this direction. All right, let's see, about 5.5. I think that's somewhat straight. I think so. Yeah, I don't know if I can get one out of that the other direction. I'll probably have to do some smaller tags. And you could also do journaling cards or smaller tags or just decoration, you know, something to put onto a tag other than a background. So, but here's some tag pieces. And this one, kind of like that holes there already, so I'll probably use that. Maybe I'll do a journaling card size out of this side. Let me try to get on the line here. So we'll come over, say, about there. That'll give us kind of more of a journaling card size. And then I'm going to bring this over about the same from that hole, so I can actually make use of the hole. What did I do? 1 3/4? A little bigger than I wanted, but it's okay. Just don't move. I'll do 1 3/4. It's a little harder when you don't have a line that it lines up to. So there's a tag that already has a hole. And then another little piece. Alright, so plenty of little tag pieces to use. Okay. You live in Arizona and you've never seen the Grand Canyon? Old Tucson was better. Cool. One of these days I'll go. I hope. I hope so. I would like to see it one of these days. And you can kind of look at what you have and decide. That's actually really pretty. I like that. Like this one's got a little bit of the dragonfly there. Alright. Where'd my bee go? I lost him. Oh, there it is. It's invisible. Alright. Let's see. I'll use that one. Alright. We're going to try to do these two. So, where's my book? You can also make a pocket out of them. I mean, if you just wanted a prettier pocket. I think I'm going to use them for tags, but you could make a pocket out of them. So, I think we are going to go... looking at the colors. I think I'm going to use this one. I'm just going to skip that other one. Because I think I like the colors with this page. Alright, So what can we decorate them with? So I have some papers that I printed. So these are from 49 Dragonflies. Are they big enough? Not for that one. I might have to use one of the others for that one if I decide to use that one. I liked these. I printed them a little bit big. I think for some reason in my brain I thought I was doing something bigger, but I'm not, so I'm going to do something like that. I'm debating. I had another one. Where's the other one? Oh, there it is. I'm looking at the colors. Some of these have more green than others. It's got that little bee on there. Maybe that one. There's a lot of red in that one. I printed these because they were already kind of a collage look to them. I thought they might work. I could also just do it sideways. I don't know if I want to do it sideways. I don't know. I'll have to think about that, if that's going to work. What else do I have? Kitty cats. No. No. Let me grab my ephemera stuff. Oh, I had butterflies. What do I have in butterflies? I printed this thing from also 49 Dragonflies. These were freebies that she had. I like this butterfly one. Does it fit on one of these? Which one would it look good on? I mean, honestly, I'd probably go with any of them. Just looking at size-wise. Maybe that one. So I think I want to use this one somewhere. I can cut that one down a little bit if I need to. And then maybe the butterflies. I don't remember what's in this graphics fairy pile. I think it's very Christmassy, but some doggies. Doggies are kind of cute. Christmassy, Christmassy. I know there was one in here that wasn't super Christmassy. This one. Does this work with these colors? Not too bad. No, too big. It's almost too big. That's the problem when I try to cut things out ahead of time, then it doesn't work. Because I get it the wrong size. Yeah, I think they're all just really big. Alright, let me think about that. Let me find my graphics fairy tags so I don't forget what's what. 49 Dragonflies, and do I want to use this doggy? It still says Christmas on it. I don't really want to do Christmas right now. I'm done with Christmas, guys. I'm past that. I am so over it. I know Christmas isn't over for some. The Christmas season lasts until January, if you are of that religion. What's that birdie? A lot of these things I have are too big. Alright, I might have to pull out my ephemera patches. Alright, let's see. We're going to find something that'll work. I feel like I've been doing a lot of digitals. Simple stories. I don't think that's going to work. A lot of this stuff is Christmas that I have out. And I don't think I want to use any Ephy stuff on this particular one. I might keep the snippets out because I might use those. What is this? It's all Christmassy. I know I have let me see what's in this. There's some mushrooms and stuff that could work. Even just, you know, tag stuff. There's these mushroom tag things. These colors are all pretty good. This is the freebies from Luise and Barbara. Some of them I cut out, some I did not. Like I said, I don't think I'm going to use any Ephies. But I might use some of these mushroom things. I have a big page somewhere for a pocket. Oh, that's nice. I like that color. What else do I have? All right, so none of those, but I think I still have another one that I could use for a pocket on the other side. Not that one. I don't want the beach one. All right, get in there. I know you fit because I took you out. All right, so I might do the dragonflies and the butterflies, maybe. Those are. Okay. I'll figure this out. 1 second. Where's that other? Could use that. This is, my ink was printing very weird. Look how blue that is. And it wasn't out. It was a brand new ink container. And I don't know if it just got plugged up, but it suddenly started printing everything weirdly blue. It's like, it's not really a problem if I just turn it into like a pocket or something. I'm just debating if there's a part of that I can use. Let's see. I could do a belly band. Still very beachy. I don't want the beachy one. Trying not to beach scene right now. All right, let's go with what we have. This is very, I don't know where you came from. That's from like My Porch Prints or something. All right, so I think you will fit on here. Okay, I just got to trim off the rest of it. I left the name on there because I didn't want to forget who it was from. I have scissors sitting here somewhere. There you are. Okay. Trim this just a little bit. All right. So I like that. And then I think I'm going to use this for a pocket. I'm going to play it by ear. I do like these pieces I might use. I'm thinking this one with the bee for this dragonfly. I'm going to cut it out more though. Should I tear it? I should totally tear it. I'm going to tear it. I'm trying to stay on camera. I feel like I keep pulling toward myself. And then I'll ink that. That will go on that somehow. Do I want to use this or something else for a pocket? It's really busy. Any of these cardstock? So these are also good pocket size, but I think they're all very lightweight. Yeah, those are all very lightweight. All right, so let's grab some cardstock. What do we got? What do I have? It's a little bit heavier. I know I have some Tim Holtz stuff. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, there's one. Oh, that's Christmas. I don't want that one. No. Where is it at? I'm not seeing it. Maybe it's in the Tim Holtz box. Maybe. I don't know. It might be in the Tim Holtz box. Let's see. Ephemera. Let's see if I stuck it back in here. Is that cardstock? It's not terrible. I have like a whole pack of background paper somewhere. World notes. It's not in here. I don't know where it is. It's floating around here somewhere. One of my many containers. I'm getting too many containers, guys. I feel like you know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about the one that I used for Halloween. It had some really pretty colors. I don't know if I can find anything in this autumn one. Maybe. I was trying to find cardstock. Alright, so I have these. These are kind of in this tonal pattern. There might be something. It's not real. It says 160 GSM. So it's a little heavier than this 65 pound, I think. But not really what I would call cardstock. But that's okay. I can thicken it if I have to. But I do think the colors might work. Some of these are crazy bright. It's got some butterflies on it. That would work good on this page. You can definitely see that on that page. It's this green one that's going to be a little more challenging, but that's not too bad. There's a little bit of green with that bird. What else do we got in here? I like these typewriters, but I don't think it's appropriate. I'll save it for something that works better. The colors aren't bad, but I think it's a little busy. Just with all of the busyness of that and that, I think it's too much. This doesn't bother me, but for some reason that does. Alright, so maybe we'll use the other one on there. I could use just something more solid. But we'll see what's in this fall one first. So I like this one. That's good. What's in here? Anything I can use? Friend miss tomorrow? Huh. I don't think I've ever done that. So just browns. Oh, these are very much cardstock. You can't fan them. Ooh, that's a bright orange. Until it's fall. There have been several in here that you can use for other than fall. That's not too bad. get away with that for a pocket. It's a little more simpler. I think it's got enough of that green color. Oh, that's kind of pretty too, but maybe too clashy. Too much, too much. All right, I think that's the best option in what I'm finding right now. Sometimes I try to plan this ahead so that I have more options, but I didn't. So. All right, so I think we'll do this little one on here somehow, and then so dragonfly on here somehow. This is going to be my pocket on this page, and I don't know. I'm not sure I like this pocket. All right, what else do I have I can use for a pocket? I mean, I could use that, right? Yeah. I'm going to try to use that for a pocket. Okay. Somehow. See if it works. I'll put some stuff on it to make it not quite so busy. But it's got the butterfly. I kind of would love to keep the butterfly in there. Debating on how I want to cut the pocket. I want to just go across and keep that butterfly section. I think that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll just fold it down so it's stiffer. What is a half fold on that? How tall is that? I don't want to waste it. I'll go a little more than half, I think, anyway. Alright, let's do that. I think I can make it work. I'll just have to put off to back it because it's a little, I don't know. You could probably get away with a pocket, but it's a little bit thinner than I want. I think I'll go about right there. And let's cut off, which side? Don't drop it. To about the end. There's a pocket for there. Let's see how much of this one. So about an inch off of this side. And about, we'll try to keep it about the same height. So what is this? I have no idea. Let's look. It's 6 centimeters. I don't know how many inches that is. I gotta think. I have to think about what I'm doing. Turn it the right way. There. Whew. I got another pocket. I'll use that somewhere. Okay. Good. So there's that. There's that pocket, and there's that pocket. We'll give them a little notch. Notch on that one. This one I probably should back it first. I'm going to back that first. Just a little on the thin side. I'd rather it not be quite that thin. Let's back it with just something I don't care about. Maybe one of these scraps. It's probably thick enough. Let's see if I got a scrap in here I don't really particularly care about. That I can back it with and just give it a little more thickness. It doesn't have to be a lot. Okay. So I think I'll just glue it with the glue stick. Just because it's just a backing, it doesn't really have to hold that great. Try to get on the edge so I don't have to trim it too much. We'll see if I can or not. Probably not. Nope. I tried. I failed. Should have just stuck it right in the middle. I'll have to trim it down just a bit because I don't think I can slide that. Yeah, no. Nope. Not moving. Okie dokie. I gotta cut that one side. Actually, I probably won't even bother because it's gonna be glued down anyway. Okay, let's notch that out. You think it'll notch? Maybe. We'll see how wet it is. Yay, it worked. All right. Okie dokie. So let's get our pockets on here. Actually, should we do anything with background? Probably. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna bother. What could I do with the background? Nah, I don't think I'm gonna bother. I thought about it, but you know, this is just it's just a filler in day, and I'm not gonna stress about it. Where is my glue though? Oh, my other glue. Oh, there it is. Found it. All right, so hold it where you don't want your glue. Probably should have inked it, but I didn't. Too late now. Already got glue on there. It doesn't look terrible. It's honestly so dark you probably wouldn't be able to see it anyway. Okay. There's that one. This one I'll ink because this one's much, much lighter. Let's ink this one. There we go. And hold it where we don't want our glue. On there. Glue all over my fingers. Trying to find there it is. I try to always have some sort of a wet rag handy so I don't go through all of my wipes. Otherwise I'll spend a fortune in wipes. Okay, there's our pockets. Those look good. Let's put this right there. Now let's decorate the tags. All right, we're going to start with our dragonfly. So we're going to get our ink out because, let me move my embossing gun. Maybe we should play with some embossing. Oh, we should. We should play with our embossing because I have it now. And maybe a word. What word can I put on this that might be fun? I don't know. I do not know. I'm going to think about it. But I could emboss his wings. I don't have clear, but I do have. What does that look like when it embosses? I'm looking at the color. It's kind of a brown. And the black will still show through because it's glaze. I might do that. It might be pretty. I'm going to have to buy some clear at some point because I want some clear. All right, so I think I'll emboss his wings. Maybe his body. And then this needs inked. Where's my ink pad? might just trim that. I did kind of a really bad job of cutting it, and it's still showing the edge of the calendar on here. There, that's better. I'm debating if I want to cut them. I guess I could. I don't, it'll cut off, no, because it'll cut off his wing. Yeah, I don't want to cut his little wing off. I might could corner around it and not cut his wing off. Let me see how much of it chomps. This one doesn't chomp much. Yeah, we'll just corner around it instead of tagging it. Maybe we'll tag the other one. All right. So I think I want to, I'm debating if I want to emboss it before I glue it down. Maybe. All right. Where's my ink? Oh, there it is. So I want to distress it first because it's got those white edges. So those nice rough white edges always look good distressed. So we'll do that. Okay, that's good. Put the lid on. And let's see, where's the other one? It's this one and this one. Try to get some of this out of the way that we're not going to play with today. All right, put that over there. So this edge, wow, I think I did a really bad job at cutting that. Messes with my eyes because it's definitely crooked, but those butterflies are so close I don't really have any more room to fix it, so we're going to leave it. Where's that other one? Because this is almost dry. Better. All right, there's that one. And then I'm thinking I should put something. Of course, it doesn't hit in the right spot, so. Kind of like the little notches. I do that. Maybe something like that. Maybe. That might be pretty. I'll grab some snippets or something. That'll be pretty. Where am I? Who's she talking to? Is she talking to me or somebody else? I'm in Georgia. It's cold today. It's like 30 something. It's probably 30 out right now. I really don't know. It was cold when I went out to the stores earlier, which for Georgia that's cold. I know it's not as cold as a lot of you other people. I laugh because, you know, y'all laugh at me for my what I call cold. Anything below 70. All right, let's move these over. And let's see, I think I'm going to try this. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but I'm going to try it. All right, let me get my glue back in here. My pen back before it dries out on me. All right, so there's that. So I think I'm going to try my pen. And I want to do the eyes first, maybe. Let me find a paper plate. All right, so first I'm going to do, where's my, where did I put them? All right, we're going to use the really dark one and the really light one. So one is walnut and one is antique linen. This is the only set of embossing glazes I have, so. Got one set. Later I'll get more. All right. So I'm going to try to do his little eyes and his body segments. No idea how it will look. It's, you know, I'm still learning how to use this stuff, honestly. So this is an embossing pen, which is basically just a sticky substance, substrate or whatever, I don't know, some sort of sticky stuff to make the embossing powder stick. Okay. I forgot my powder. Oh well, I'll try to do it on the wings so I don't have it everywhere. So there's embossing powder, which I do have because I use it for other things. Embossing powder you're supposed to use first so that it doesn't do that. But when it does do that, you can kind of just take a brush and some of this is just the card. Some of it's not, but some of it is. And you can kind of try to brush off any that's stuck in places it's not supposed to stick. The powder helps it not to do that. Of course, I'm making a mess, but all right. So let's try to do that. I'm gonna pour this back in so I don't spill it or heat it. Hopefully. Okay. All right. And grab my gun. Not gun. Heat tool. Heat tool. For the bots that are going to yell at me. Okay, let me see. Do I need my thingies? It's pretty close. I better use them. Try not to burn myself. See, I have my little hands. I think they call them sticky hands. I don't remember what they call them. Takes a second to heat up. There it goes. Okay. So that looks like, let's see if you can see it. Can you see it? There it is. I was trying to get the reflection to help happen. So now that's shiny. Okay. And we're going to try to do the wings. Try. I have no idea what it'll look like. It hopefully will look okay. I'm going to try to put a little bit of this powder just so it doesn't hopefully stick to everything. I've also never tried to do parts that are close to the other part that you just melted. I don't think you're supposed to remelt it, so there is that. But we're going to attempt to do this. Nonetheless, let's see if it works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I think it'll work. I think it'll be okay. All right, so I'm going to use the bullet one this time. That was the, well, this is the bullet one. The bullet one is more like a pen. It comes in a set, at least I bought it in a set. And then this one's the brush tip. The brush tip's a little thicker. I think I can do these wings with this better. So I'm going to attempt to just put it on the wings. Hopefully my printer ink will cooperate and not bleed. So far, so good. I'm looking at it from an angle to make sure it's got the fluid on there. So you want it to be on there so it will stick. Okay, and then we're going to do this antique linen and see what happens. Okay. Let's see if we can do this. Okay. It's just not there. We're going to hold it there. Try not to touch anything I'm not supposed to touch. Also trying to hold it above my mat. I don't want to melt my mat. Okay. And there we go. So now we have that. Pretty. And you can still see the black lines through it because it's a glaze. The glazes are translucent. If you get embossing powder, it's not translucent. Okay, so that's something to keep in mind if you ever decide to play with them. Glazes are translucent, embossing powders are not. They're both embossing, but one says embossing glaze and one says embossing powder. Okay, so there's that. That's cute. I like that. Should we do with anything with these? Yeah, I don't know. So I wanted to put a word. I'm debating on how I can put a word. So this is going to go on here. I have this already wrote up. Dephemerember, and I glazed it with the pen. Tricky. It's tricky to write that neatly and small when you do it by hand. And you definitely have to use the powder because the powder just, it all looks like one globby mess. And then I went through with my little picky pen and kind of just took some off where it wasn't supposed to hit before I heated it. But it's not terrible. So I think I'll use this up here somewhere. Seeing how I made it, I might as well. But I think I have snippets here. Where are my snippets? What do we got in snippets? That's not supposed to be in there. Give it over there. Okay. I could put some of these snippets on here somewhere. Might even have a stamp one somewhere. These snippets are big. Might grab my others. These are kind of big. They're much bigger than the ones I was thinking of. I'll keep that one because I kind of like that one. But I'm thinking, oh, this isn't. I like that color. Let me grab my other pile. I might put some on here too, so let's grab a couple out of here. trying to find some with a little bit of color to them. That's got some numbers and stuff. Maybe that. A lot of telephone numbers. What is this one called? Number strips. Oh, that's why. It seems like it's more. I lost that one piece, but we'll pull it back over. I might put that on top or something. All right, I'm gonna grab that other pile of snippets because these are not quite what I wanted. I have all kinds of pieces of stuff in there. Who knows what all's in there? Let's see. Is it buried? No, it's not. Oops. Knock your can over. Oh, it's heavy. I need more room, guys. I have no space. All right, over you go. Let's see if I can get this up there. Okay. I know I have some little ones in here. There's some little ones. Let's see what looks good. All right, so we got this, we got that. Tweezers, where are you at? There you are. Where's the other one out? There's another pot. Whoops, don't lose that one. Oh, there it is. Okay. I think a red or something, maybe. Do you want a red? Maybe that brownish color there. That's pretty. If I can get it in there. Come here. Maybe. I'm just going to add a few just to. I'm trying to get it out of the pocket. That's never going to work. No matter how much I try, I'm not going to get through that plastic. Silly me. I might try that. There's a green one with some red on it. Let's see. Let me see if I can grab it. Can you get to it? Yeah, there we go. I like that color. Is it better on the other one? I'm going to put it on the other one, I think. And, oh, that's a pretty yellow. I like that. Maybe that. I don't use these enough, guys. Honestly. I don't think about it, I think. I space it that I have them. And then they don't get used. I need to use them more. I'm looking at the colors on the other one. I hit it, now I can't see it. There. Oh, that doesn't look good. I thought it would, but it doesn't. Blues, browns. I don't know. Maybe the brown. Try to get that brown one. I need 6 hands. This one. Nope. This one? Maybe. I may have too many. I don't want to go overboard. Maybe I need a round one. There's a round one. Hold on. Maybe another one of those yellow ones. They're kind of cool. We'll do another one another yellow one. Put that one on there too. All right, let's see what that looks like. It should be enough. Okay. So let's glue this in place first. So I think I have so much embossing powder on my table. I can feel it. It's everywhere. I try to be careful, but it's still everywhere. Maybe I'll cover up the B. Maybe Oh my goodness, pick up. Should put one underneath. Debating if I want to put one underneath or not. I like this one over. I'm not sure I like that one there. It's too much. All right, we'll leave that one off. That's good, I think, for that. So glue there. Do I ink it? Maybe? Just a little. Why not? I'm trying to hurry because I'm out of time. Taking me too long again. We're going to use our glitter for this. Try to get them on here somewhat straight. Do I want to ink that one? It'll take forever if I ink all these. They do look a little bit better inked. That's for sure. So hopefully y'all like this idea of using the calendar as a masterboard base. I think it's fun. So the plan is to be back Christmas Eve. Like I said, I'm not doing Stencil Sunday this week at 4, so that way I only have to do 1 live that day. 2's a little much. Okay. These have a little bit of a white edge, so I think it helps if they're inked. You had snow, Lori? Wow. I haven't seen a lot of snow here. Okay. I like it. It's pretty. So, you gotta cover the back. Forgot that. Can't forget to cover the back. I have some coffee dye or something here. What do we got? We got grid paper. That'll work. That'll work. I don't think it's too see-through. Go this way. It's borderline being too see-through, but I think it's okay. I'm not trimming it exact, I'm just gonna kinda. And I think I will use my glue everywhere. Ideally, I probably should have covered it before I cut the corners, but that's okay. I can make it work. Actually, where's that other one? I'm just gonna pull that off real quick and do this real quick because I put the board up now. So we'll do this one too while I'm at it. long enough? Ah, it's not. You naughty, naughty piece of paper. It's okay, I have another one. Alright. That way I can cut the corners or anything first. Alright, it's totally warping on me because it's wet. That's okay. Oh, get in there. Glue is like everywhere. Don't dry out. Alright, let's see if we can do this. I'm just gonna go around the edge. If I feel like these corners aren't laying down, I'll hit it with some more glitter. Or glitter glue works a little bit better than the glue stick. Let go of my scissors. I have to give these guys a good cleaning later. Let me see. Yeah. For some reason, corners never seal right. Boy, that's got some bubbles in it. That one's not bad. That one's not good. Oops. Knocking things off. Look at all those bubbles. They may lay down some once it dries a little bit. It's because I didn't get a good coat of glue. It's still very wet. Alright, let's just glue that, or ink that edge, and that one's good. I don't think I'm going to put a hole in it. I think I'm just going to leave it like it is. It's pretty. Is that glued? Yeah. It's just white. Alright, there we go. So there's that one. That one's going to go like so. I'm just going to do this. Where's my ink? Hey, Jonna. Debating if I want to do anything on top of that pocket. Probably not. I'm out of time. It always takes longer than I think. Gosh, why is that? I don't know. I guess I'm just a slow crafter. I really do not know. Alright, let's cut this one out so we can get our stuff on it and be done. Because I took too long once again. I was going to do a word. Honestly, don't know what word that would be. I may just add it later, guys. Let's just get on what we had planned. Totally missed the edge off better. There. Okay. Should I do something? I should corner it. Oops. Why does it look crooked? Hold on. Let me check my cutting. I think it is. I can't tell if it's my eye or the board. I think it's a little bit crooked, but I think it's mostly my eye, just making it look crooked. All right, let's go. I was going to put that on the bottom, but I think I'll put it on top because the writing is actually that direction. But we were going to put the tags underneath. We got to do that. Where'd they go? Here's one. We're going to take this just a little bit more, I think. Ink. Ink. I don't really need all of that under it, so I might as well tear it off. I'll probably use it somewhere. So that's going to go approximately, oops, upside down, approximately there, I think. I gotta lay it on here and see how it looks first. You need a new glue gun? Oh, I don't have a cordless one. I hear those, gosh, is it Wagner or Black & Decker? There's like a big one that's supposedly really good. I saw somebody use it. I don't know who. All right, I think that works. Yeah, I only have corded ones. Cordless would be awesome, for sure. Of course, knowing me, I'd forget to charge it when I need to. So right on that green line. Okay. Okay, that's good. And let's see where I want this. Do I want it there? Maybe. Yeah. I have no idea if this is how I originally had it or not. Probably not, but it doesn't matter. It's how we're going to do it. There's that one there. Should I do a tag thing or not? I don't know. Part of me really doesn't. I'm not crazy about tags. I don't know why, but I'm really just not. With this one? Sure. I don't know if that's the one I had. I keep losing little pieces. But I'm going to put it on here anyway. I think it helps balance it. Okay. We're just going to stick it in the hole. All right. That's good. Just do something with the corners. I can round them, or I can make it a tag. There's not a lot of room for a hole, so I think I'll just round them. Like I said, I'm not super crazy about typical tags. I think it's because I tend to not like the ribbons and things on them in the books and journals. They just bug me. I don't know why. edge. I should have done this on the other one too, on the back. It's due to be inked. I haven't inked this in a while. I just keep using it. All right, so there's that one. Very pretty. Let's get this a little bit of ink on the back. Yeah, that's laying down a lot better than it was. Okay, there we go. All right. It's not super crazy. I feel like I need something there. I'm sure I could find something if I tried. Oh, maybe a butterfly or something. That would be pretty. Let me grab my ephemera. Where to stick it? Oh, there it is. I have lots of butterflies. There's no reason for me not to put a butterfly there. I know I have plenty of them. Let's grab one. How about, what color? We got greens and browns and reds. How about, well, there's a moth. The moth's kind of pretty. I like that moth. That works. Oh, and there's a mushroom. Ooh. Oh my gosh, guys, there's a chickmunk. This is my favorite set, 49 Markets Curator's Meadow. Oh my gosh, it's my favorite. I think it's my favorite die cut set. All right, we got to put more stuff because we just have to, because I have it and it's here. And oh my gosh, look at that little fox. Oh, he's so cute. I have another set of these, I think. All right, not him. About one of the birds. I put him, oh, he's the wrong direction. Because I wanted to put that butterfly there. I want to put the butterfly on this side. So if I put him there, he's the wrong direction. What about this one? That's not too bad. Do you like that? Either I use him or I use some mushrooms. Can y'all see? I don't think I'm too high. Okay, you can see. I'm looking at my camera. Hold on. Let me see. Here's some brown ones. So if I don't do the bird, stay. I could do mushroom. It's never going to stay there. Mushroom, bird. I think y'all are going to want the bird. I like the fox though. I know he doesn't really match perfectly, but he's so cute. He's just so darn cute. The bird's cute too, but the fox is really cute too. They're all cute. Everything's cute. I just want to use them all. I really like the fox. Did y'all say anything? No. Okay. I'm going to go with the bird and the butterfly and the moth. Stay moth. I know it's not a butterfly. I don't care. I do not care. I just don't. That butterfly's pretty too, though. Darn. It's a dragonfly. For this color. Now I'm torn. No, I like the contrast. Although this color matches, it's too matchy-matchy. Too matchy-matchy. Alright, that's good. I like that. What about words? Any words? Favorite photograph. Love your kind heart. Couldn't be more perfect. Happy little moment. Ooh, I do like happy little moment. And Couldn't be more perfect. I don't have a lot of choices in these. What's this one? Oh, my happy heart. No, not feeling that one. All right, that needs to go over here because that's where it goes. That was from 49 and Market Viking Laser Cut Elements. Whatever that means. Okay. Okay. Still got them there? I think I do. Okay, we're going to glue them on real quick and we'll be done. I know I said I was done, but I'm not. I wasn't done. You know, it's okay. We're getting it. It's almost 11. I'm a little bit late. All right, so happy little moment. This bird needs some ink. Boy, my poor pad. I got to get a new one. I have more. I just keep forgetting to pull it out. All right. Birdie. Fox should be inked just a little bit. There's just not a lot of white, but a little bit of white. Okay. And our moth. All right, don't kill the little feelers. I'm killing your feelers. Stay. What is up with that? Is it twisted? Hold on. I can't see. I think it's twisted. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, it's totally twisted. All right, I'll try to fix it when I glue it. All right, let's see. Where's my tweezers? Because I'm never going to be able to hold that. It's too tiny. All right, let's try that. Let's see if we can get it on there. This one little feeler's, it's bent, but I'm going to try to at least line it up. Got a lot of excess glue there. Where's my rag? There. It'll be fine once it dries. All right, so there's that. Let's get our little birdie. I know I always stay on too long, guys. I just honestly, I get crafting and I don't know. Time just flies. There. Okay, where are we going to put this? This one's over here, I think. Couldn't be more perfect or happy little moment. I don't know. Either or, I guess. I think I have more room for this one on the other one, though. It's a little bit long. I'm going to cut it. Where my scissors go? There. Cut off a little bit of it. There. All right. Will it fit? Yep. Okay. Go here. I think there. Try not to cover up the butterfly. Yeah, that side. I'm just going to have them walking on the bottom. I'm not going to add. Sometimes I'll add a base for them to stand on or something, but I think he can just be walking on the bottom edge. Okay. Is your little nose down? I can't tell. Yep, it's down. Okay. All right, there we go. That's it. Not gonna add no more. I'm way past my time. All right, guys. So that is our project. Played with it. We could call it Masterboard collage or something like that. Just so I know what to call it. You like it, Ephy? It's got lots of little creatures. They're super cute. He says he particularly likes dragonflies because that's Barbara's favorite. I like dragonflies too. Okay. All right, there we go. That is our project for today's Dephemerember. And like I said, I will be back on the on New Year's Eve. All right, so I'll see you guys then. Y'all have a wonderful New Year. In case I don't see you, and you take care. It was a little bit of work. All right, take care. Bye bye.